hurt. So, did I tell you guys the story of what happened in that accident? I want to tell you the story. So this is what happened. So here you go. I'm gonna build it out. So I was sitting right here. So I'm sitting in this lane, and I have my wheel turned, and I was about to, make the turn. I was looking back this way, and I saw some vehicles, because this side of the road over here goes and bends like this, and it goes downhill, so you can't really see. Like there's like a bunch of trees and stuff right here, so you can't really see. And when I see vehicles going by really fast, I don't like to gun it and be like, oh, I can make it if I go their speed real quick. I don't do that. So I'm sitting there, I look, and I was like, oh, so I'm at right here. Hold on. Right here's a stoplight. Right here. This is a stoplight right here, right? So as I'm stopped, right? Next thing you know, my car goes boom, and I'm talking, it was a good hit because it thrusted my car forward. And of course, I instantly stepped on the, my foot was on the brake, but I pushed on it all the way because my car scooted forward and it was starting to go into traffic. So the first thing I say is, and I didn't realize it, but when I went back and I hit this shoulder, which jolted all this, and it hit my head straight back like that against the seat. Now, I know I keep bringing this up, but it's the first accident I've ever been in. I'm 35 years old. I've been all the way to Iraq and everything. This was the very first accident I've ever been in. So we pull over to the side, and, I'm sitting there like going, oh God. Because then I don't know what happened. I don't know what hit me, but I just saw stars, and I was just like, oh God. Oh man. Oh man. I tried to calm down. Yeah, I was by myself. Thank God my kids went with me. So I got out of the car, and I kept my hands on the car because I felt really unstable. I was like staggering, and I put myself back on the car. I was just like,
fantastic person.
I'm sitting there. The lady gets out of the car, and of course she's all nonchalant, whatever. She comes out the car. She's holding her phone like this, like she's holding her phone, and she's like, I'm so sorry. I thought you were going, and I'm sitting there like, girl, you think I'm sitting there thinking back in my head. I'm just like, oh, you thought I was going? I was waiting for the trucks to go. And then that's when my speech started. Like, my speech was my speech was very like, I was like, I was waiting. And that's when all the fogginess hit me. My brain was foggy. Like, I couldn't speak very good. I could comprehend what was being told to me. Slurred, slow, very, And I looked over at her, and she's starting to do this. Like, she's starting to shake. She dropped her phone. And I had enough composure just to be like, I was just taking a deep breaths. Because like I said, this is the first accident I've ever been in. But this lady, she was all shaking. Her face was already red and stuff from crying from prior too. So I walk up to her. I looked at my car, and I looked at hers. Her bump. Now remember, she's driving this giant SUV. I looked at my car. My whole butt end is all shoved in. Like the trunk will open and shut still, but the trunk is pushed open like this. The right side, like you could see in parts of the outside where the butt end tried to go up. I mean, she hit me with some force. Like, she hit me with some force. So, I looked at her. Because the only thing wrong with her SUV was she had her little license plate was bent in. Mine's all. It's like someone took a boot and you kicked like a big clay thing. And it just shoved all that stuff up. Is that car with the stickers? Yeah, my pink flames. Yeah. I don't know how you can miss a black car with pink flames. But anyway, I gave her a hug. And cause she was shaking still. And I'm like, wow, she's really panicking. My natural instinct is like, well, let me try to calm her down. And let's try to get an easy process going. So I walked up and gave her a hug. I was like, calm down. It's okay. Deep breaths. Calm down. And she just broke out. She broke down. She's like, my mom's in the hospital. I was trying to go see her, and I've had so much of a bad day. And she just started ranting to me. I'm like, you hit my car. That's all I wanted to say. I was like, you hit my car. It's the first accident I've ever been in. You hit my car. So I ran in my car, got a piece of paper, and she kept doing this. Like, she could not type or do anything. And she just kept doing this. It was crazy. I took up my note. And y'all probably call me crazy for this. I pulled up my notebook because I have a notebook in my car where I usually write Minecraft things down. And of course, as I was flipping through, she saw all my Minecraft drawings. But I wrote down my name and my number. I was like, my name is Ken. She's like, my name is Chelsea. We said last names and everything. And because she was in a hurry, she needed to go see her mom. I gave her my information, like my name and number. She took the name and number, and we swapped. And I told her, go see your mother. I'm gonna sit here for a moment. I'm gonna do my report and everything that I need to do. Go see your mom. Send me your information when you can. Send me your, what do you call it? Send me your, what do you call it? Insurance card when you can. And she sent it to me like 30 minutes later. But of course, as this happened, my cousin works at the daycare. She called me. She's like, yo, why are you on the side of the road? I was like, someone hit me. But she's like, what? I was like, yeah, someone hit me. She's like, are you okay? You sound really discombobulated. I'm like, I don't know if I'm okay. I think I'm all right. Crumple zone did a crumple zone. Yeah, it did. And it destroyed my bumper too, Susan. So, yeah, that. And then after that, then the police officer came because she called the police officer over at the daycare because I was right down the road. Like, you could see the daycare from me. So they came down. The cop called the flipping ambulance. The ambulance came over, checked me out, did the whole thing like this. She's like, well, you look a little disoriented, but I was like, do you need to drive you to the hospital? I'm like, I got to pick up my kids in an hour and a half. I'm just going to go down to the urgent care down the road and do my business. So I get down to the cop finally releases, like, and he's like, did she just drive off? And this is, I'm like, no. I explained to her, I explained to her that we're going to switch information. I'm going down to the urgent care to get everything checked out and call it a day. And, I was like, I told her, she didn't die. She didn't have life-threatening injuries. I didn't die. I didn't have life-threatening injuries. I'm just going to go to the urgent care, get checked out, get my kids, and go home. And yeah, that's what happened. Went to the urgent care. I was still disoriented. Got my kids, still disoriented and slow. Got home. I fell asleep around 7-ish. I only slept for like 30 minutes. I didn't sleep long, but yeah, I was just really for the crumple zone in the car. Oh no, dude, my muffler and I didn't say this earlier. My muffler in my car is completely sounding like complete crap. It sounds like there's something shoved in it, and the transmission won't switch properly anymore. And my brain, that says my car took the full hit. I'm thinking there's something wrong with the transmission now. Now, this car has 180,000 miles on it. I got it in 2013, brand new. So, whatever happens to the car now happens to the car, I guess. I'm gonna drive a stupid 2021 Dodge Charger as a rental for the next 2 weeks. I don't like the car. I hate it. But, yeah, so the doctor did tell me, hold on, we'll do the stream minutes real quick and then we'll continue talking. All right, so back to what I was saying though. But ever since that accident, I'm slowly starting to feel more pain here. My neck is zinging and throbbing. The back of my head is kind of okay now, but I really feel it here, but I really feel it right here. I'm thinking I impacted that seat harder than I thought, and it made all this angry because this all hurts now. not inside the rib cage, just on top, like the muscle. Like I can touch the pain, and it hurts.